And we live. Hey. Welcome to another episode of Squeezy Sports. And today I'm joined by Sihle N. What's happening, dog?
The Chelsea fan that has the balls to show up when Chelsea are down and
Ah,
out.
no, man. You have to ride the storm with your club. Mfana. Nazi Man United last season, we're also going through the
Mm-mm.
most
Don't
of
do
it.
that. Don't be that guy
So
telling me about you're
every
having your Moyes moment. No, I'm not having a Moyes moment. I've just got a shit manager
but
who's out of his depth. And yeah,
no, but another thing is as well, Petu, remember you guys, Abramovich was like your Alex Ferguson, pretty much. You guys
it
lost
was a difference.
a very, very
Mm.
important figure in your club. And then, I knew personally that, remember, we were even talking about this, that once Abramovich leaves, I was worried that you guys might get oil money. You see, if you had oil money, then I don't think the standards would have dropped. But Americans, American owners, angibafuni ngenhliziyo yami yonke. I don't
Bakshishile
want
boy.
those guys. Me, I'm crap. They burnt me big time, dog. Big time. But yeah, man, Sitley, I mean, dude, a lot has happened. Before we discuss anything else, let's discuss what's going on in your team. I mean, I feel like I want to hear from you as a Chelsea fan, and then maybe Mina,
No,
I'll also give my pieces from outside.
I think it's a simple one. It's a very simple one. Wait, hold on. My volume
Yeah,
is very down. Can you hear me now?
no shit. Loud and clear.
All right, sure.
Can you hear me?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I can. So I think when I hate doing this, where I look at Chelsea's last game and I try to take it apart because I think
Yeah.
soccer, you're only as good as your last performance. Okay,
Yeah.
so I started like a Chelsea versus Fulham. Okay, um,
Mm-hmm.
as Kuluming, I'm a positives. I'm a
Yeah.
positives. I think two, yeah, two
Yeah.
positives in the whole game. The first one is Felix.
Yeah.
Um, Probably the man of the match performance, and umuntu okhona uthole red card before the
Yeah.
hour mark.
And that
But the
was
performance that
for
he
me. That
put
was an
on,
orange. I think it was orange. Yes, it was dangerous, but I feel like for the mere fact that he tried pulling away, he
yeah,
touched him, yes, but he wasn't gonna break his leg, bro, or anything. Or
nah,
I
none of
didn't
it
think it was a.
was.
Yeah, I thought it was orange, not red. Like it's a yellow, but it's the serious yellow. What it don't do shit like this. That's how I
Yeah,
felt.
yeah.
I
So
won't.
I wanna lay. We can argue until. From my
Yeah,
side, I understood where the ref was coming from, where the letter of the
yeah.
law says starts showing, and he
Ish.
touched him with the starts showing, but there was no momentum. It wasn't that much to the
Exactly.
point where it's like
There
it's
was no
breaking
follow
anything.
through. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one we can argue, but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, man of the match, Utoli red card on the 50, was it the 56th minute? I think I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
yeah, man of the match, Utoli red card, 50th minute, and then the other positive is Silva. Uh, yeah, that guy Bambizi Rolls Royce for a good reason. He's class. He understands play. He reads play, and to be doing that at his age, what is he? What 38?
Yeah, 38.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And
Yeah.
I think that is it with the more positives at Chelsea.
Uh okay, let me think, on my end. Yeah, it's Felix mostly. I mean, they were he in a way, at times Sihle, I feel like, plus when you play five aside. You guys in your team, I'm sure you have that star player. That player, Uguti, when he's
Kaselaine,
around. When
yeah,
he's
something's
around,
gonna
he
happen.
also galvanizes the team. You
True.
feel like, yeah, it's like how you play goalkeeper. Whenever you have your best defender in front of you, you have that assurance. I know this guy. At least he's my first. He will protect me. First and foremost, and he's not gonna make it easy for the opposition to score. And so
No,
I
yeah.
just feel like Zhao, and I mean Avele, like I won't lie, I rate Zhao. Everyone knows that I really rate Zhao. He's just a very talented baller. And it's just a pity that now he's out for how many games? It's three, because it's a straight
I
red,
think
right?
I'm hoping it's 2, but yeah, straight
Yeah,
red. Last I checked, it's 3.
yeah,
And
but nothing is as well.
one of the three
Yeah,
matches is against Liverpool. I could be wrong.
ish, dude. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
now we have to wait again. You know. Plus, you guys don't have a double game week. You see, my club, I've got 3 games. It's tomorrow, Wednesday, as well as Saturday. So at
Wait, you got
least
3 games?
three, dog. Palace, bro. They just put Palace, dog, out of the blue. This
I
week
don't know.
they
Let me
just threw
update
in
my
Palace.
fantasy team because I forgot. Because
Ah,
It's
it's
too
too
I
late.
late.
It's
It's a game
closed.
right now.
Yeah. Geez, you need to speak to your boy about that. It closed at 8:30, and it does a double game week with United.
Ay,
Those two
ayaluzile
games
mfowabo
are
wabo.
double game weeks. Yeah,
He's
and
missed
even
out.
City. Yeah, it's City,
Yep,
United, and
City.
Spurs.
Yep,
Yeah,
and Crystal Palace.
and Palace. Yeah, and Palace,
Yeah.
and Palace, and
They
Palace.
have a
Yeah,
game
so those
against
two.
Chelsea, so I picked Zaha. Obviously, any team that's playing against them, any team that's
and yes,
playing
and
against
I
Chelsea.
understand that. I
Yeah,
totally understand that. But
Yep.
geez,
yeah,
Exit asked the question with what's going on with the Chelsea, and then I decided to take
yeah,
apart Ike Mezolo because I think Ike Mezolo was
yeah,
a very
It summed
simple
it up,
game
yeah.
to yeah, like
yeah.
literally, yeah.
Mm.
So I've given my positives, and my positives are quite too. The first one is Felix in that he was the man of the match for Chelsea. The second one is Silva, freaking brilliant as ever. And I was gonna get into my
Negatives.
negatives, and there's one semi-positive that I might have forgotten. The interplay
Yeah.
between João Felix and Havertz up
Harvard.
front. Um, yeah, I think it needs
Myth,
time.
midfielders. Striking on a midfield.
Yeah.
That's true.
Uh,
Not everyone can do a false nine like City. Cheese. How about you?
Eish, Musukum
Don't.
Chele, yeah, but
that thing
don't
is
do
not a
that
joke,
because, like, you
man.
know what you're doing. You Uzomnega a big head. He already has yeah.
I don't, I don't have, I don't have a
His
big head.
number.
Ngiphume almost mina this week, so I don't have a big head.
Nah, there was a
That
blip in the
trophy.
system. It's fine.
Yeah.
What
Might as
number are
well
you
as
now? Are you number
Nah, but
second or number third?
City isn't playing well. City's just not playing well. As much
yeah.
as the Kuluma about Mina, I'm worried about United. The United game. It's
I
gonna
know
be a
we'll
tricky
discuss that.
encounter for
We'll
them.
discuss that later. No, why don't we still want Chelsea? Let's not.
Yeah.
I know
So
they
and
both
then
play blue, nah, but let's stick
yeah,
to Chelsea still.
and then my concerns start.
Yeah.
I think I'll start with the manager. And to be honest, the weird thing is I blame the manager for the red card because Felix wanted to. He got caught up in the
Hey,
hype, and it's
ah,
very wrong. No. It's
so
very wrong
manager
of me.
Milenzi.
Nah. It's very wrong of me to even take it that far. But I think manager he's way out of his depth right now. But I see like, let's move on to team selection yak. That boy Hall, I didn't understand why Hall started instead of that busybody Wayne Wele. What's his name? Fuck, I can always forget his name now.
Which one?
Um, wait, let me check here. I'll tell you
Udlala
now.
in 6.
Ukukurela. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Kukure. Oh, yeah.
yeah, Hall shouldn't have started because both goals came from his side leg. And Kukurela Hall is still a kid. And this is a game that we needed points. We needed a point, to say the least. So, are you on mute?
You're on mute,
Cheese?
Mpan.
And Ukulubali, for some reason.
Niti a point against Fulham.
No. Yabona, we are there. That's where Yabona, if we do self introspection, a point against Fulham is above us. And a point against Fulham yesterday, I would have taken before the game. Had you said to me, it's like, yo, Ndota, Mamela, so Kai point Fulham, what do you want to do? Do you want to gamble? You going to win it or you want to take the point? I would have taken the point. This is where Chelsea is. This is where Chelsea is right now.
And I mean, I concur with you, Sitle. And if it's Nami, Garnacho scored a last-minute winner at Craven Cottage. Otherwise, that game, Upalinia had us on lock, man.
He's a boss. He's a boss.
Outplayed Casemiro in that game, bruh, like by far. And we were just fortunate that even how he finished, I'm sure he was even surprised how he got that goal, that's how we were.
No, but like Silva, the manager, Fulham, he's doing something there. And they don't wanna. He doesn't wanna get them excited, but Europe and whatnot. But Europe is very much possible for them right now because I think they're in the top 6.
Yeah, they 6. Yeah, in the top 6.
Yeah.
Now.
Shalaba, yo.
Yeah, he didn't have a good game.
Yo. He had a horror show throughout. Like some players would have a terrible first half, second half as Vuse, as Dusty, and this is what this is what I bring to the team. But no, Shaleba, horror show.
But CJ, I think it's tough, Mfana. I mean, I would say it's tough to go into a team that's playing badly and you haven't played in a while, and all of a sudden you come in and you get a red card, and all of a sudden you had a bad game. And meanwhile, half that Chelsea team had a bad game. We're always going to pick on the smaller guys, but guys who've been playing regularly, Abo Mount, need to put up their hand and they need to take the blame. Abo Hall, they are there because they're trying to refresh the team and Nabo Chalov. But Abo Mount, as well. What is he?
No,
what does he do?
So I'm now moving up front. The minute Zakaria got injured, I told my wife right there and then I need to go open a beer. Because and as I'm in the kitchen, what's a red card? Met a red card. I'm hoping with the red card. At a red card Fulham. Met a red card. Ngabona number 11. Ngati red card number 11. Ngati yo.
Our best player on the night.
Yeah. Right there and then ngati Shail. So Zakaria, I'm hoping Diliak is permanent. Boy is talent. Boy is he's smooth. He's smooth.
But you know what's the issue with Zakaria? He's injury prone, man. Very, very. He's worse than Rafael Varane, bro. Zakaria. So that's how injury prone.
Yeah. So Yabana now there was a point where Arsenal had a load of injuries. Arsenal, like I think it was like 3 seasons, if not 4 seasons back, and then need to know they need to fire the whole medical staff, the whole training staff, because they're not training these boys right. And look at where I am right now. I've got a proper starting 11 injured. So my injuries, it's one of those. It comes with the game. Cesar Espiliqueta, I think Ishaile before the season started.
Even
I think a lot of people were in denial. I'm just going to go through the whole team because Espiliqueta, I think before the season started, we should have let him go. He shouldn't have signed another contract. Kovacic had a terrible, terrible game. I don't know where his mind was yesterday. He just didn't show up. Mason Mount shouldn't have started.
Yeah,
Mason
and I don't
Mount
get, and
doesn't.
you know,
He,
I just want
yeah,
to
go
ask
for
a
it.
question
No, go for it.
about Mount. Sorry to interrupt you, but you know he's due, like his contract is running out to Mount.
Yes.
You know, I just wanted to ask you, you know, since you're a Chelsea fan, are you guys gonna give him the money? Apparently, he wants 350.
No, he's not a 350 player. So
Yeah.
Mason Mount, what's happened is
Mm.
he has moments, and those moments don't add up to a consistent high top level player. So what happens is he gets himself hyped up when he's high, like when he's right up there, because the English media tell him what's like, yo, you are brilliant. Yeah, when Chelsea's first goal yesterday, that was all him, and
Uh-huh.
that's honest. But if he reads the headlines, and the headlines will say he's responsible for the first goal, and he rides on that. But the unfortunate thing is that it is not about your
Yeah.
one-time performance. It's throughout the season.
Yeah.
And Mount has more lows than he has highs. But when he has highs, his highs are trumpeted because he's English. It's
Mm.
almost like with Jack. Jack has more lows than highs, and then whenever he rises to the occasion, then he's put on a pedestal to say, beep, 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 beep. Jack Wilshere. Oh, sorry, Jack. What's the City player? I forgot his name now.
Grealish.
Jack Grealish. Brilliant
Yeah.
midfielder. He's gonna take on the world, win a Ballon d'Or and whatnot. And when he has his off days, no one really says he's actually quite crap.
I know.
We move up front. Kai. I think Ukai dingy bench for like the next 2-3 games.
But Ukai is not a striker.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, cheese. I was about to defend him. Ngokuthi, you guys are not. It's like us when we played Juan Mata as a right winger. Oh, Mata, since when can Mata take on niggas? You know, Mata is a 10, and we were playing him in the incorrect position. And I feel like Havertz is also being played in the incorrect position, and then he's judged based on his output. And he's a goal scoring midfielder, but it's not in him to
sit up
like
front.
he's not a Yaya Toure, for instance. Remember Yaya Toure that season, where he was just because Toure scores different types of goals. Whereas okay, it's usually in the box. Toure, you take on niggas, you bend one from 30 yards, would header. Yeah, but Toure could do everything. So you see, if Toure was in that position, then maybe you'd be much better. But okay, for me personally, I don't blame him that much. I'm not too critical on him. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when you come to his defense, I understand exactly where you're coming from. And then I asked the question, Wutsi, that boy Chukwemeka, that boy is a baller. That boy has it in him to take on players and create chances. Why angadlali Mount out? Kudlale this boy. Ukai comes in thingy that in the midfield, and then Felix. But like now, if you get Felix to roam, well, Felix enjoys roaming around, as in he doesn't have a position.
Yeah. See,
And you have Havertz who does that, and Mount who does that.
yeah.
But
So
I
pretty
want
much your
Mount out. I want Mount out. I want to Mount out. I want Chukwemeka in.
But still, like from a balance standpoint, Cheese, I think was gonna, of course, talk about balance. You guys sound like Man United under LVG, you know, where we had three strikers. We had
very
RVP,
top heavy.
we had Berbatov, we had Falcao, and
At least you had strikers.
and we
Tina
played,
Asnama.
yeah, but the thing is that we're playing Falcao as the left wing. Like, Falcao is that's not where he excels. I remember with PS2. Remember in FIFA back then, whenever you move a player from the preferred position, the rating would drop.
Yeah.
I think that's what's currently happening with Chelsea. It's just structural now. You guys are moving like us now, which is weird. Like in a season, Jason, move and Manchester United.
It's not even a season, my guy. It's like a couple of months
6
into
months.
the season.
Like even the you guys splurged, bro. You guys have spent like over 350 million pounds. Dog. That's a lot of money in 6 months, Mbana. And
nah, but I think the expenditure can I defend that expenditure? If you notice, it's young players that are promised players that they will deliver at some point. It's not players that are walking into it's not players that are walking into the squad right now. Felix, sure, fine. Felix is a lone move and he walks in because he's that good of a player. But the players that have been like assembled, this 300 million that's been spent, it's players that are coming. Give them a season or two, and they will come right. And if you are born with a contract about signing like 6-year contracts, unheard of.
Yeah.
But I guess you guys thought you thought they were going to be the future of Chelsea, and it was too soon for me. I think for you guys to judge that.
No, I think it's people from outside saying you've spent 300 million, and in you spending 300 million, you should be better than everyone this season. But that's the thing you're forgetting. The 300 million that we've spent is not a 300 million. For it's not a now 300 million. It's a 300 million for players that have a bright future.
Yeah,
it's not
so
it's not a now thing.
You guys are moving like AVP times. I mean, AVP signed Lukaku. He signed. Who else did he sign? Cheese.
I was saying
a lot of players that have potential, and that's what's his biggest downfall. Is that yes, eye for talent like De Bruyne. De Bruyne was still a kid. Our Mo Salah, they're still children. Yes, right now they are hitting the grounds and they're killing it. But I feel like top teams, when you look at City, it's a blend of experienced guys in their prime.
Yeah,
and these young players.
And it's important to get them in early. Like these guys, like Ukanacho, you need to be playing when United's playing well, not when United are playing badly. When United are playing well, that's when we need to play. Yeah,
that's okay. Yeah, that's another bar there. You've hit the nail on the head. I fully agree with that, Cheese. But as well, Cheese, there needs to be a blend, dog. Like there needs to be a blend of guys who are at their prime and then in Duana that are also coming in. Like Njengani left back in, Le benches to Cancelo, Lewis. He's 18, right?
Yeah. Rico, yeah.
Nico Palama boy, but he's next to Laporte. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Laporte is experienced. He's won trophies.
But Ulrico as well, like we're saying, X. Ulrico didn't come into the City team. Came into the City team. We're still playing well. Everything was gelling. So it's hard to say Louis Hall. You guys are bringing him in because the team is struggling. And for me,
that's exactly what I'm saying. He's too young to have an understanding to shine at that level, like right now. That's what I'm saying. He should have started with the Kukurea because he has an understanding. Sure, fine. He runs around like a headless chicken sometimes, but he has an understanding of the importance of the game. If we want to if you're gonna put Uhol in, Mfage, then probably like 30 minutes, 30 minutes into the game. So when at that one, it's troubling because you know what he did. Fulham did something very clever. Hall Ubemake the ex-Chelsea player Willian switch positions. Willian will move up wayagu Espelequeta. The minute Willian move up with Espelequeta, kwasala Reed, kwasala Pereira. They focused on Hall, and Hall was left with it was Koulibaly. Koulibaly is not having the best of seasons. as a player now. So now
That's
you've
it.
got two players.
Yeah.
You've got two players that are going to be marking Pereira. Pereira is having he's right up there right now for Fulham. He's probably their best. I don't want to jinx it, but Pereira is one of the best players Fulham has, and
Yeah,
I'm
as a
pretty
key
sure
player
Man
now.
United right now are kicking
No,
We're
themselves
not.
to this.
We're not.
it's
We're not.
one of the best creative players in the league.
No, we're not kicking ourselves over Pereira. I mean, I'm not. I'm happy that he's doing well, but nah.
Yeah. So you've got
Nah, I think
Reed, you've got
you need
got
to
Hall.
go. Right?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to leave and the club to grow yourself, and it's not pity
for
you
your
lost. Like
career.
Sancho, it was great for him to leave his City, for him to make his name in his career. Ibrahim Diaz, Garcia, it's fine. People can leave and go and
Yeah.
make their careers.
Yeah, Salah did the same thing for Chelsea.
Yeah.
But
Even-
Pereira, not taking anything away from him, he's been incredible this season.
Yeah. So they then focused.
Yeah,
literally,
yes.
Pereira was focused on Hall and Koulibaly. The minute that happened, I sat there and I said to myself, we are properly fucked, because Hall is good, but is not Pereira Reed good.
Yeah, but we took you guys too long to move to a back four.
Yeah, by
Like
then
once you get a red card,
I
mean, once you get a red card and you injure your holding mid in the game, you need to change something. So Portage opening for you, not so good.
No, I
no,
think
big time.
I mean, I've been supporting Oporto and saying it's like give him time, but like when Izolo, that's when I said it's okay, you're fine. He got dealt two bad hands, but in him being dealt two bad hands, the red card and the injury, that's where you saw good.
No, I think for me you're counting wrong incidents, right? First 5 minutes of the game, João Phillips uthatha abantu lapha esayidini ungena abantu ngewing ushaya indoda ngekhishi uphasa uHavertz. No, akasi cross. Uphase uHavertz in a 6-yard box ushaya iTP. Uphatha goalkeeper Havertz. That is a game-changing moment when a team is struggling. Not a red card, not the injury that you're holding mid. That is a game-changing moment.
Yeah. And
I feel sorry, X. And I feel Kuno Aubameyang Lapano or an actual striker tap into the net. Now all of a sudden Aubameyang is not good enough. I think it's needs to be examined. There was a period where when the number 9 pace is gone. You have someone who's scoring goals and he was doing that for some time. But then not caught.
It's the human element. It's a human element, Unachis, that's involved in the game. Sometimes you've got a striker, a proven number 9, but you're not bench him because you're proving a point. I'm the gaffer here. So
but the thing is
the minute the cross. And I didn't even speak about my keeper because I refuse to speak about Ukepo. Kepo shit.
Keep cat fingers.
but he's like, what did Mark say? He said he's what did he say? He said Ukepa is like Dracula.
He's scared
of crosses. Yo. And when that cross came and then he came forward. So I don't consider myself as the best keeper, but five-a-side. There's an understanding, there's an area. If you end up in that area, it's no man there. Like literally in the middle, like you might as well not even be there. The minute he moved into that area,
but that's fine. Ne? Because that was a brilliant cross. He passed Grealish for Mahrez's goal.
Yeah.
That ball passes past Pam Gwakhe. Uyagayida. Goalkeeper guide. Uyagayida. Like uguide la ball uMahrez wafika wazithepela in the big post. That's horrendous. Horrendous goalkeeping.
6 points thanks to him. Honestly, as I said, I wouldn't have minded a draw.
Yeah, because you are right, man. From a goalkeeper standpoint, I mean, the way people were bashing Umendi in a corner, bro. At least Umendi, bro, even him as well at the beginning.
I'm a saga.
Hey,
Masaya, yabona
No,
uyabona 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 yabona kimi
I think Umendi.
uyabona eJozi yabona eJozi ne kulama room lawa vele lawa that have been occupied in town
Now hang
kushaya ngama kidneys like my next door neighbor yakhe ihlala emva kwale kidneys umendi lelo kidneys akavimbanga next uyasheda blapha nje uye next door.
yeah,
I think
I
Umendi,
don't.
the story is gonna come out at some point. Ukuthi Chiriak Mshile, his side chick Mshile. Because that fucks with these players. Because
Yeah,
he's not the same. He's not the same Mendy that came in after Pizacek scouted him. Because he was very authoritative in the defense. Ukuthi ngena la. I'm a cross between Dozaki. I'm a shot between Dozaki. But something has happened in his game, and only he
you know,
and
you guys
his team
bafuna
knows.
ukumgaya i-fibre, bafuna ukumgaya ama-fibre while Kepa earns fucking thou a lot. Yeah, that's the thing. Mainly, like, it's like, guys, I pulled through Champions League. I win what a game, European goalkeeper of the season. I win CAF, and then you guys don't want to offer me a contract on Mkodo. I think that's what's happening with Dubin.
But I think also let's be honest. Ucabange on X baqasha emsebenzini, but maybe qasha bathi okay X sokunika u-R1 ukuthi wenze umsebenzi 1 2 and 3. X does umsebenzi 1 2 and 3. Bathi bonus banika X bonus. Fika omunye umuntu fika uCheese azosebenza same role as u-X, but uCheese kwi-interview uzikhulumelile, but uCheese bazomnika i-R2. Now u-X uzolwa noCheese. U-X doesn't have a right to kulwa noCheese. U-X has every right to go right ahead and look at the contract yakhe nabantu that negotiated the contract yakhe. If X akazikhulumelanga ukuthi mina Chance, I'm bringing a lot to the table. I think I'm worth.
But our contract can always go and get renewed. Like Umendi after that season, Bigmena Patal is valuable to the team. Maratoli contract extension or a pump up in the salary. Getting the days isn't rocket science. Kuze kwenzeka ama-tension aranje. City never allows tension yemali ukuthi yenze. Like they have a discussion with you if you have a problem and nani, they have direct links to Malaysia. Yeah, hey, we wanted more money and I couldn't get it. It's either this player is too expensive for us to buy or whatever, so we decided not to be interested. In general, we don't want Imali to be what affects immorality, especially for my team that are pretty much super
high performing teams.
Yeah. And by another thing is Cheese also you hit the head of it too. It's also key for the club to verify that this player deserves the money. You know, it's like money at Liverpool. It was obvious that this nigga deserved his money, but Liverpool were like, nah, we can't give you that money. So that's the reason why now money.
That's no money for money. Money says,
it's because you guys
I'm going German.
Yeah, exactly. You don't respect what I do for the club. Okay, sharp, gone. And look now what's happening with Liverpool. Nada. Like Liverpool as well. They also in the yeah, exactly. But guys,
can you sense a player?
Yeah, I think we've spoken about Chelsea enough, Sihle. And at least Jabo Sihle, and we're not being mean or anything. We're being very,
No. I think the funny thing is that I never thought I did say it's gonna get bad, but I never thought it was gonna get this bad.
Yeah, but you see how you guys are
timeline.
Moving. Yeah, you see how you move in your club. That's what I thought Ten Hag was gonna go through personally. I thought that's Pela first season, it's you in a rebuilding phase, you introducing your own players, you're introducing your philosophy. This is what I thought my team was gonna go through. That's why at the beginning of I still don't have expectations. My feet are on the ground still. I refuse to even.
That's when I know you're excited.
I am. I won't lie. Right now, he's exceeded my expectations by a country mile. Like, I won't lie to you. We are not conceding goals. Our players have improved. I mean, when you look at De Gea sawazi ukushaya pass manje. Luke Shaw can now even play centre back. I mean, and the teams that we are meant to beat, we are beating. Because Minagakulu, that's one thing I've noticed. I was telling a lot of my friends who support United under Fergie's record against the top four at the time, he wasn't a person who we normally didn't get results. Would maybe get a draw away from home. Maybe at Old Trafford is where would win, but away, especially against Chelsea, Chelsea used to beat Fergie. You guys used to beat us a lot, but teams that we were meant to beat on the day, we used to beat them, and that's how we used to win the league. Is that the teams that are we supposed to smack the Spashai and then stole my 3 points, yeah, well, whereas of course, after Fergie, we started losing against Double West Brom, teams that in my childhood, I've never ever lost against, So it was that change, Oguti. Yeah, like isn't you guys need to, of course, go through the hard times and the hardships for you to go get back to where you used to be, And so for me right now, hey man, I'm surprised more than anything.
Yeah, but I
Pleasantly
think
surprised.
you need to address the elephant in the room. Umekwaya.
Okay, yeah, true. Also, the manager, he's got balls for a change. We've got a manager who's not like Solskjaer. Solskjaer
But
would have played. Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
have to. But Maguire is a decent squad player. I don't be corner. I be a squad player.
Like, but he can't be
You
the
don't need
captain
to
then.
tell. Yeah, he
You can't have your
doesn't. He doesn't
captain as
need
a
to.
squad player.
Yeah,
yeah,
you can. You can. James Milner is a squad player. No, no,
But
no.
no, Umilna has earned that right within thingy within Liverpool. Umilna has been with the Liverpool when they lost a Champions League final, came back, won Champions League final. Umekwaya, what has he done? Absolutely nothing. He just came at a very high price from a Leicester, and that was that.
Yeah, it's okay, but it's like when you're not starting a game, whoever's captain keeps the armband. It's not a big deal. But
yeah,
I
Nah,
think I think I think Maguire wasn't destined to be, or some people will argue, but I wasn't destined to be a United captain. He isn't a Rio Ferdinand, a Vidic, Jaap
yeah,
Stam. He's not that, right? And the English media tried to package him as that, but Maguire is a good squad player. He's a good
yeah,
player. Uma back up, abo Varane, nabo Lisandro Martinez, abe khona lapha. Abona ukuthi
yeah.
how these guys do it. Give him some hunger. I don't, I don't think he needs to go to any other club unless that's what he wishes to do. Um, but akahlale. Now there's no pressure
Atlali
on him.
for how long?
That's kumnandi to go into Twitter every Monday. Ungaboni igama lakho litrend. I'm sure he
Yeah,
enjoys that as well.
yeah,
Yabo.
that
Nah, I
pressure.
don't think so. I
So
think
Yeah,
no, he's a professional player, and in him being a
yeah,
professional player, he needs minutes under his belt.
yeah,
And right now, yeah, it's not happening.
yeah. I know. And another thing is, guys, when I look at the improvements of, I don't, I have to give praise to the manager in how he selects the players that he wants to sign. It's not necessarily players about, like, for instance, Malasia. Malasia, none of us knew who he was before he came to United. And I'm not saying he's a world beater, né? But one thing I've noticed with Tenak, he looks at intangibles as well before I sign. He looks at your personality. What type of individual are you? Are you a person who's passionate? Are you a person who's going to fight for him? At the end of the day, as a manager, you need your players to fight for you. And even with Weghorst, I'm not saying Ugutu Weghorst is gonna be Ruud van Nistelrooy or Robin van Persie, right? But I was reading an article and they were just like looking at the attributes of Weghorst, and he's also another player who's very aggressive, who is, Ilaban that are very vocal and have presence on the ground. Of course, Naya, he's a shooting guard. He's
It,
the same
it,
height
it
as Michael Jordan, which is insane.
it's not that
Yeah,
I'm disagreeing with your point, but
yeah.
Anthony is he that player? The
Well,
attributes that you've explained.
yeah. from a passion standpoint, Anthony
Nah.
does seem like someone who's passionate.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
nigga, when he did
Inhliziyo
this,
encane baba la, he fights against the big guys.
yeah,
I agree. Kron is spot on with that. Bana. Like Lisandro Martinez, that
yeah,
guy has the biggest heart in the Premier League. Baba. I wouldn't want
yeah,
to mess with that guy, bro.
yeah,
More
exactly. Casemiro
yeah.
Naya, he's got heart as well. So that's what I've noticed in Jeff from an intangible standpoint. Is he's focusing on those sort of players, and it's like njengoba bengitshela Nengi Aucham who is constantly criticizing Ten Hag and how strict he is. I'm like, Sir Alex Ferguson was also a strict manager. And as well, Ferguson used to win the league with dead ballers, the Tom Cleverleys of this world. While
X has
yeah,
that you should tell that guy to watch that City documentary. Yeah, got Pep all in. How Pep is the
yeah,
worst.
yeah,
If ever you thought that guy is the strictest coach ever, Pep,
yeah,
that guy will tell coach people, "Fat, you fat, you
yeah.
fat, bro. You came back with extra fat." The machine says, machine for the machine it says, you see. And those are the guys who want to win.
Yeah,
If I'm going to Jose Mourinho
yeah,
has legs. There's no way anyone's gonna listen and buy into what you want to do if you're not strict about it. If
exactly.
you're not eating, sleeping, and breathing our philosophy as a team and buying into it, into that synergy, then I have no use for you. Ronaldo out,
Yeah,
Leroy Sané out,
out.
all of those guys out. If you're not happy yet, out.
Go. And that's true. You sign people because those players, instead of fighting for you.
Yeah.
And it's when, of course, all like whenever there's one rotten apple in the change room, it
Pogba.
affects one Monto. So Nami, that's why I'm glad to see her. To see her being Amfuni from the beginning of the season. I was very vocal about that. Mawuti, I wanted us to start from scratch. And yeah, man, like right now, Jay, I'm happy with where we are. Rashford is on the form of his life. Upeni Makati angazi ukuthi umtshele nukazi, but he is. I'm sure you've got Rashford in your fantasy team, Cheese.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
That's for that. Yeah,
I have him in my team.
but it's definitely it's a purple patch, and Peter. Everything he touches just turns to gold, and you can just see when someone has a patch like that, he has to play, man. He has to play.
Yes,
Like amabhola bump abantu yini avele la ahlangane naye sekazimele ushaye net.
Even
He's
against
always there to
Wolves.
receive the
Even against Wolves, Mfethu, he starts off from the bench, and then all of a sudden he comes in and he scores. And
in the FA Cup, I need to call it.
Yeah. He assisted twice and scored a penalty, But he's on a purple patch. But at the same time, Mfethu, mentally, that's why even at the celebration act, I always say, guys, with athletes, it's all about here. Personally, that's what
Everything X. Everything X. I think everything.
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I've just started watching that Netflix show, the new one, the one on tennis. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Babies,
Babies.
Can't you share it? Are you on your phone or are you watching it on your computer?
I don't have Netflix on my phone. I refuse to have Netflix on my phone. Just hold on. I'll tell you now.
Yeah. Maybe also just go.
Yeah, just check on Netflix. There's a new show that they have.
Oh, here it is. It's called Breakpoint.
Breakpoint, yes.
It
follows the new generation of tennis stars. And the one thing that everyone gets it's like, sure, fine, you're talented, but the difference between your talent and the next level is all up here. And how motivated are you and how badly do you want it?
Yeah,
I mean, Cristiano is a clear example of it. I don't think Seattle's the greatest or the most talented footballer ever, but you could just see with that man.
Yeah,
that man believed it, man. And if you were to tell him that he wasn't, he was gonna sit there and explain why he believes he is. And I think it's very important for everything, even at the workplace. When you walk into a meeting, you have to believe that you're the shit.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe that you're the shit, especially in a game like soccer. There's no way you're gonna try to take on people.
Yeah.
If Mahrez doesn't believe Guti when they hit a diagonal ball, uzolitrap le ball leli alibulala, then he's not gonna do it. Ibhola malila.
When we're talking
And
about trap and dot, there's a I think we were 2-1. Yeah, we just considered the goal. Cucurella Yangena, Silva hits a diagonal ball from his own corner, and it's a beautiful ball where literally Cucurella all he has to do is trap the ball, go forward, because he's eliminated quite a few of the Fulham players. Cucurella.
Yo, and that's quite disappointing because Kukorea is, you think that he's
La
taking the
Masia
place.
graduate. La Masia
Yeah,
graduate.
exactly. Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
quite
that graduate, that La Masia has been producing shit in the past 10 years.
Yeah, they have been. They have been. I don't know, but you can see the Cheese. I fully agree with you. And then Cheese, question with your club, Mfethu. Kamban, what's going on in your team? Like I
So
hear good Daily Son that who's this guy?
yeah,
Uh,
so agreed. I think in any case, there's always going to be news. Um,
Fill me
when a
in.
good
What
player.
what happened with Daily Sun?
No, they're just saying Guti considers attracted interest from other clubs because of the fact that he's been sitting on the bench.
mm,
And and for me, the players who came back from the World Cup, quite a lot of
yeah,
them, they
thank
aren't in the right state. They aren't in the right frame of mind. We're biased.
thank
There's a lot
you.
of players
You're
who
right,
actually
sis.
believe Guti they had a chance to go and do it. And then for
Yeah,
some, Bayabona Guti might even that probably was their last chance ever to win or something. And
yeah,
it's when they came back, Pep was expecting Guti they want to come back in the right condition. And he said earlier, Guti, the guys came back, they weren't 100%. Like there was something missing. Like he felt the guys who remained here were much more focused and sharper in terms of what needs to be in the task ahead. But all the other guys, no, they weren't at that 100% that Pep wants them. And Pep
mm,
says, if you're not here yet, take some time off. Like he told the guys, no, take some time off. If you want to go take some time off, take some more time off. Like Cancelo they didn't rush him back. They said, no, take your time off. Lose, we'll play these few games. Walker, relax. Come back when you're good and everything you're ready. And for me, I can see it. I mean, Kevin, from the first game when Kevin came back, and I think I said it to you guys. It's this Kevin, no way. This is that Kevin when we need him. Caliph him tall. We need him in those big Champions League games and those big games against Abu Liverpool and when we're struggling. That Kevin will listen to me. Where he was non-existent. His accuracy, his desire to win the ball back when someone else has lost
yeah,
it and tracking back, and his vision. There's more than it is, man. And the same with Bernardo. We do Bernardo.
yeah. Openado
Like
flat, Mfethu.
yeah,
Cooking on us.
you can you can watch it, you see it in it, and we passing the ball and the person who has the ball the most in our team is Akanji. Akanji makes the most passes in our team every single game. Or Akanji, or Akanji, or Ake, or Akanji, or Ake. And for me, I hate the fact that those guys are touching the ball so much because that means that the ball will figure road. And the ball will
Yeah,
figure road, will figure Kevin. And the ball will figure Kevin, I'll figure go Haaland.
Wahala. Mm,
And and again, the keeping of possession is more to say we don't want to get beat. Like we don't want to lose. Like we'd rather find a way for Kevin to throw one chance to Haaland score a win or Mahrez and some spectacular thing score. But the rhythm, like the constant rhythm where we're trying to break sides down, I don't see it anymore. It's a challenge because we want to play it, but Ukundo came and released a huge. I don't know if you read the story. He came out and had a huge statement with regards to how unhappy he is with the current state of the City players. Like the desire, the fire, it's not there anymore.
yes.
And usually at this time, Nazi City's cracking on
Yeah,
Uganda slander about 15
On like
games in a row.
15 games,
Yeah,
and you win all
usually
15
by
this is
games.
now.
that period, man. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
that period where we jump into it. But then again, the World Cup has taken a toll on a lot of guys. It's very hard to come out of that hectic, toxic environment. The World Cup think of guys like Kevin, where he was the toxic person in the team, but it
Yo,
couldn't have been great because now all your teammates are like, you're actually trash. So as in this you never know.
yeah, no,
But that's how I feel, Lex.
I agree with you with the World Cup, especially in your club. Like the players that have returned to the work from the World Cup, even for me, who are even on fantasy, man, bang, dog. Like
Yeah.
they killing me, they blanking, they getting me 2 points. Like I hate 2 points,
Yeah.
and so Kevin for one, he's also, and then Bernardo as well. Bernardo, I don't know what happened to Bernardo, like really.
Yeah.
And then the players that, of course, stayed behind. Umares is on fire. I mean,
Yep.
even against City. Yeah, in all the games against, Chelsea. He scored in all the games against Chelsea, which
Yep.
is,
Yep.
and that free kick, man, you,
Whatever,
yes,
whatever.
no
For
chance,
me,
bro.
I always said, Minago tomorrow is our best free kick taker.
Over
Mahrez over
Kevin.
Kevin. Oh, Kev can forget.
But yeah,
Kev can forget.
yeah, because even
Mahrez,
against,
get that ball.
yeah, no, because that one against Chelsea,
when it comes to killing the ball, you can
that's the
ping the
reason
ball
why.
to Mahrez, no matter where he is, he will bring it
Yeah,
under control.
the same thing. It reminds me of Berbatov as well. Berbatov was also another one who could kill the ball, and I feel like if you can kill the ball, you put yourself at an advantage, man.
Yeah.
Like
Always. First touch.
always,
Important.
you're always a step ahead of your opponent if you can kill the ball.
And you know why it's important for Mahrez? Because he's left footed. So
Yeah,
if I can kill that ball and adjust myself onto my left foot as fast as
yeah,
I can before it defender feel, saying it protects him. Because
yeah.
he's already on his left foot, saying it protects him, and the defender can't get it. So Magasol goalkeeper Mahrez wants to step over to commit. He's on his right foot. And Mahrez
Yeah.
loves that. Loves that. He always wants to balance you so that he allows his teammates to come in to the box. And that's why Pep wanted him so badly. Mahrez. He said if there's one player who's going to help City, it's going to be Riyadh. And Riyadh, when he came back to form, I mean, he's in a way like
Yeah.
cooling up. And it's
Yeah.
something for that weekend. But it was incredible.
Yeah, and then guys, okay, tomorrow, bruh, like I just want us to have quick predictions. I'll start off with myself.
It's going to be a crack of a game. I'm
For all
looking
the
forward
games,
to it. And
or for the derby.
I'd say the derbies, guys. Oh, but you guys want us to go through all the games? I can quickly open the FPL.
Now I can
we
share my
can
screen.
go.
Let me
Oh yeah,
share my
share your
screen real
screen.
quick.
Share your screen. Yeah, we'll go through
Present.
all the.
Share it.
Oh, and actually, guys, also okay. Before we do predictions, I just wanted to ask you, for you guys, which is the biggest derby or the most like from a derby standpoint between the North London derby and the Manchester derby, which derby would you guys
Depends.
put?
No, you can't. You
Yeah.
can't. It's all yeah. You
Akunani
can't.
amalik sofa engakhi nje lapho kulawo team lawo.
Hey, hey, drinks Corona. Jesus. Hey, Jesus, yo,
As your
man, dog,
papa
you
cheese.
salty, bro. You spicy. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Yo, that was a spicy one, man.
Ngiyazibuzela mfana.
Yeah. We'll start off with the Villa
Uh,
and Leeds.
When you're
it,
starting
I
in a few
mean,
minutes.
yeah, it's starting in
Yeah,
28
starting in
minutes.
a few minutes.
When I
Yeah.
know betting man can call this one. The Villa manager is
I
doing
understand.
something that Villa should have done a long time ago.
Good evening.
It's got them.
Good evening.
Yeah. Much Leeds, they irritate me. They show up in these big games, but you can't. I think it's a 2-all draw.
2-all draw. I know that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's a fair one. Yeah, I mean, but I was leaning towards Villa personally. Yeah, but anyway, let's move on to
With
the
Villa,
big one. yeah, I was leaning towards Villa. Villa, I mean, I think they'll get a
I wouldn't
result.
mind that.
It depends which leads you're going to get. But yeah,
Yeah, mm,
I'd tend to agree with you.
yeah, yeah.
And
And
then
then,
this one.
mm, Tan. But I'm going first now.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be respectable, of course. I'm not gonna be arrogant in my what I can prediction. But I think I have a feeling that I'm gonna win this one, 2-1, personally.
Ballsy,
That's what I
ballsy,
think.
ballsy. I like that.
I think
Yeah,
that's what I think.
you know,
The only area of my concern is my right back area because Dalo is out and we're using Wan Bissaka. From a ball retention standpoint, especially if City press him. Man, my team is still not comfortable on the ball. Like I feel like yes, Siawi Nane, but we're not there yet. Ten Hag's philosophy is still we're still working towards mastering it, and we haven't yet, young Todd. And so I just think on the break is where we can hurt City, especially with the form that Rashford's in. That's Rashford's game essentially on the break. You know, when that guy is on his bike, he can definitely do damage. And at least this time around, we have Casemiro in midfield, and the reason why last time as well, I feel personally that 6-3 victory was the scoreline was that high. It's also match fitness. I feel like we waited for 4 weeks before we played you guys, in Man City, and I do feel like that is a bit of a factor, even though it's not an excuse. I'm not saying Moguti City did not deserve to win that game emphatically. They did. They were meant to punish us for being sloppy. But I just think this time around we would have improved. So I mean that's the reason why personally I say it's 2-1 for me, my team.
I'm with you. That's ballsy of you. I think going into the game, United have the upper hand, and um, but the weird thing about City is you don't want to
Mm.
face City after taking an L.
Eish. That's also
Bazokubuyisa
another thing.
ngabantu. Yeah,
Hey,
bazokubuyisa ngabantu.
Nah,
Um,
hola 7. Must to make it
awumazi
7.
Pep. Pep angakwenzela enye i-formation ba ongayi-understand.
Yeah.
Ngakufaka uRico Lewis ku-striker, faka uKevin De Bruyne ku-left back.
Yeah,
but
But a
yeah.
lot of
I think the problem United would have is if Pep decides to go all out attack. When I
I
say
can't
all out
go
attack,
Nah.
with what?
I forget in front of that Argentinian boy, I forget that Holland boy, I forget
I am
yeah.
Yeah. Then that
next.
that that matrix City normally use with. So if you're gonna put in
Aye,
Ronaldo,
so don't look
yeah,
Grealish, boys. It's Grealish.
yeah,
If your fantasy gods are still with you, um,
yeah,
maybe you'll get Foden, but it's going
yeah,
to be Grealish on the left. Grealish on the left, Mahrez on the right, Haaland up
yeah.
front. It
Mm-hmm.
might be Gundo, Kevin, Rodri,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Gundo played last game, so it's probably going to be Bernardo.
Yeah.
And then Rico Lewis with Ake on the fullbacks, and it's going to be Akanji and
Laporte.
Stones.
Stones is out, bro. I saw an
Oh,
article.
is that?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
injured.
I actually saw that. I saw
Yeah.
someone posted something about Stones actually.
Yeah, on Twitter.
I
Yeah, I
didn't
saw
think it
that.
was that serious. Mm.
Yeah. It's not.
But yeah,
It's not. I would imagine it's like a long-term injury. It's just in jail for the derby.
yeah.
You guys won't have his service. So do you think Laporte's again? Because he hasn't been featuring a lot of late.
Laporte uzodlala because he played in the last game. Laporte is good, but the thing is
Yeah,
that
I rate him.
niggling injuries again, and
Yeah.
he's always rushed back because there's always someone injured.
Eish.
So yeah, that's why they tried to play Walker in the
Yeah.
game there, and it was a disaster because the Walker sang.
Eish. I walk and I man. Hey.
That's
But
Sangano.
it seems as if Nani, you guys need to also go into the market, in the summer and
Yeah,
beef
no,
up
agreed.
players. Yeah, yeah. But what's your prediction, Cheese? I mean, you haven't given us your prediction.
I mean, I think we're gonna lose 2-0 Ghana at Old Trafford.
What? You're sick, dog. Not even Pele, you normally optimistic, dog. You know.
Nah, not the way
Yeah.
we're playing, Ghana. We can't go there the way we're playing. I mean, I think Nasiega kusasa mfana
Yeah.
Mzalani.
Tina.
You have a long way to go. But
Exactly.
Liverpool is here, team. Liverpool,
Yeah.
when we're playing badly, just know Liverpool is Liverpool. That's when I
Yeah.
know City is not playing well yet. If we go to Liverpool and we have a tough game 1-1, that's when I know City I'm saying because
Yeah.
that's when I can see Liverpool is trying to break Salah. There's always someone who's covering in the space. There's always someone who's reading the game. There's always someone who's like who wrote the winner lose ball. But Bashama counter take by a breaker. He's breaking up the play quickly. Now
Yeah.
there's none of that. There's none of that. I think we're relying a lot on Ederson. Ederson isn't the best. Ederson lately now as well. We are cool. Ederson mama mshanje manje these days so we cool.
Ish.
And
Yeah. No,
and a
from a
team
stop.
that likes shooting like United.
Nah, but those 2 goals against Southampton, I don't think he was. Yeah,
No,
that
that
was
wasn't Ederson. That wasn't
yeah.
Ederson. It was Ortega.
It was Taylor.
Ortega
No,
was
but
keeper.
yeah, because especially the
Stefan
second
Ortega.
one. The what one? Which one was the long range one?
The chip for the
The
second goal. Yeah,
yes.
he
Now,
only that wrapped up the game.
let's not play Mari from Southampton, the one who scored the second goal. He's got something about him. Yes, he just needs to be more
He's inconsistent.
Umusa
Yeah, but
Chenepo.
Inconsistent.
uChenepo unestyle mfethu udlala ngathi udlala kamahlobo cheese mfethu.
Yeah,
Because
I see the thing. I see
yeah,
the hype about him, but
yeah,
that's
it's
my
just
problem. When you're playing for these small teams, you either need to
yeah.
be really good by punishing teams with Lalukora,
Mm,
because that's how Mane got his ticket. But who
yeah,
when you're going to
yeah,
struggle.
yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Okay, Brighton, Liverpool. I say Brighton will get a result. I say
Roberto
2-1.
Tijevi.
Yeah.
But Ukumbule, who's that? Trossard is out. Trossard wants to leave because Spurs is talking and he's not gonna play.
Naya
Yeah,
Sangana. He's
Sangana.
messing up himself.
Yeah, really.
Spurs.
That's the thing. Lack
Ohlala
suffer
ibhentshini.
winning. And Spurs, dog, if you go to Spurs, you're not serious about winning trophies. That's just my opinion.
Spurs might get bought by
Yeah, but I mean,
Arab money.
you're fun at Brighton. It's like
Yeah.
the thing.
I also saw, yeah, Spurs might be there. It might be bought by the
So
Arab.
I think maybe 2-1.
Yeah,
2-1
this
Brighton.
is for Brighton. Nah, I think
Yeah.
it takes more to beat Liverpool than 2-1. But I think it's a Brighton win. I think it's like a 3-1 type of setup. But it's I'm for Brighton.
Yeah. And then the relegation battle between Frank's boys and Southampton.
Everton's gonna win it.
You think it's Everton?
Yeah.
Say it with your chest.
No, with the form. With
Southampton is riding high.
No,
but Southampton,
let me
for
tell
some
you guys.
reason-
Let me tell you the problem with Everton. Yeah. The Everton don't realize that they're a shit team. That they need to be a team that sits back and plays the counter attack.
Yeah.
As soon as they play teams that aren't the top 5 or top 6 teams, they want to go out and attack, and then they get exposed all the time. That's what happens in the club play Frank, because there's no way these guys can keep Uklala the way they play. Today, playing as a big 6 team, we drop back, we sit, we have defensive resilience. Then it's Lala against a small team, then we forget all about that.
Yeah.
That's just not gonna cut it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Self-awareness. You're right.
Yeah.
I agree with
So I'm
you. And
giving
under
it to
Moyes,
Everton.
they used to do that. Under Moyes, I feel like they understood where they were. And
Yeah,
that's why
we know where we are.
under Moyes, that's why they were so tough to beat Everton. At times, Bibano Gungshaya now. Opina would do funny things, But anyway,
but
Nottingham Forest, Leicester,
You can't call this one. I think
And
if
Ngaba Yafeta, Mr.
Brendan
Leicester.
if Brendan loses this one, is fired. But they don't have a manager. They don't have someone on the wing. Because they don't have money. I think it's a draw. I think it's a 2-2 draw. Whenever I'm in doubt.
Is it just because of medicine?
What do you mean?
So you're saying Leicester are in trouble because they don't have medicine?
No, they don't have money.
Yeah,
Right?
but I mean,
They haven't invested in the squad.
Yeah.
I
think it's because I think COVID really hit the owners' pockets in fact, because when they relied on tourism, the owners, King Power Valley in Malaysia, that's what they specialize in tourism. And during COVID 2020 was just a very bad year from a revenue standpoint, and that's the reason why Leicester are they going through the most in it, But anyway, yeah, let's move on to Wolves.
Another one.
How about
Wolves
I'm
gonna
leaning
win this
towards
one.
Wolves, man. I
I
like
think Wolves gonna win this one.
I like Kikoche Wolves.
Yeah, I think Wolves is taking this one.
Julian Lopetegui.
Yeah. Yeah, I like because Sevilla was also very good. He even won the Europa League with Sevilla. Yeah, just not as many times.
This one is going to Brentford.
Is Tony back?
Yeah, it is.
You
said draw.
What's it draw? I've got Tony in my team.
Yeah, he can score, and it can be a score.
I'm at least 2. I'm hat trick from him. I took a bet. I took a gamble with him.
And then
two teams that are but the players is going through something as well.
Yeah, I know. They're struggling. I don't know if it's because Ueze dropped a bit of form, and as well, Ueze is one of those people who affect to a World Cup, because you can just sense what Ueze believes that he needed to go to the World Cup.
True, very true. I think he needed to. I don't have a choice but to. I'm at Chelsea, and it's going to be a scrappy, like literally 2-1 win.
I agree with you as well.
What's his name? The striker Ubuyile la Fulham.
Mitrovic.
Mitrovic Ubuyile. It's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah.
I can't call this one. I know. Out of all the ones,
Newcastle win.
I say draw. I feel like Newcastle sooner or later, Villas they're gonna slow down.
They're gonna do an Arsenal.
They're gonna, I feel like they will, and it's okay because it's like Leicester. It's the experience. They just don't have that thing of maintaining. They're not used to doing it, the way top teams normally did it, But I personally don't think they'll win this game. I think they'll draw it, But then again, this is something else. And then Spurs and Arsenal.
I know this one. This one has red cards. It has everything. But the countries of Arsenal.
Yeah, I also think so.
Well, we're all hoping.
Yeah. I think they will lose as well. And then
Zahano.
United easily.
Yeah, we'll win. It'll be hard fought though. Hard fought. And then you guys are gonna
therefore.
Yeah, I'm not getting so shy. Tottenham good, in my opinion.
So Tottenham this game week.
Tottenham must
not this time around.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, shy is Tottenham.
Tottenham is shy.
Yeah, but I
She
said
would
this
like one.
time. This time is of Nyanzoishan.
No,
Tottenham.
Tottenham is a
Because
tough week, and it's one of those weeks where the tone is going to be set in the first game against Arsenal. If Tottenham can win this game, they will be on a high, and then Bazofika van shy.
I mean, I personally, I don't think so. I just think Spurs, they a team that wake up only Masek Shubi and against the City.
Shubile manje.
Max Shubi there against the City. City can put 5 against you in first half. And in second half, like it's gates. Even if you score 2 or 3 goals, 3 points is secure. Because right now, I don't think Pep is concerned about goal difference that much. Because they still have the best goal difference. It's now just about
that's not a problem.
Yeah, now you guys just need to, because the Arsenal just keep collecting these 3 points, and I think City will win. Man. I personally think
no, it will be determined by the Spurs Arsenal game. If they can be on a high on that one, then Zobanigi chance.
Yeah.
Against City, because Spurs always knows how to beat City.
Yeah, no, that's true. They've got a very good record, but I'm just leaning towards City, Yeah. I know.
That's an easy one.
It's
That's
gonna be a very
one.
dope weekend. But I like at least things going at these guys. Last weekend the FA Cup, FA Cup, I must say, man, I won't lie to you. It's just there's something about the picture quality with FA Cup, like standards in G. Like young Pop, it's pixelated, the cameras that they use.
And then bafage the advertisers on the top left, bafage advertising literally, so mubuki game mubuki bafaka ama-advertiser ayi-4 ndoda bazofaka SuperSport, bafaka upele this side, bafake this side ukuthi it's brought to you by whoever, bafake this side ukuthi it's this side. So literally ubuka la, no matter how big the TV onayo, but uyibuka la igame yakhona.
Yeah, I don't rate the FA Cup. It's only in the latter stages. I'd say from semi-finals where I'd say okay, senyabuyela manje. But JNJ right now, even the game between Chelsea and City, I preferred the Premier League match than the FA Cup game. Because after City went like 3-0 up, I was like, hey, FA Cup. Even the picture and quality, I don't know what's up with it. I think La Liga or some La Liga. Let's be honest. Like when you watch La Liga and Premier League, there's a difference, Jets.
No, but La Liga in 8K camera.
Yeah, they do that thing where they focus on the player at the front, and then in the back they put like
it's the 8K, Baba. 8K or 4K
camera. It hits my eye.
It hurts our eyes. It's still pixelated. I don't want to 8K up. But anyway, Bafetu, like I think it's Ngai Valada. Thank you so much for availing yourselves on a Friday. I know Usihle and Ngabe Manje Ziawa a saint. I think the saint is around the corner. Wow. Hey. Yeah, but anyway, man, guys, I hope you have a lovely weekend. This is Sonke. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. This is Uzi Sport. We out. Peace.
Machita.
Danko.